Why, hello. Hello, hi. It is me. It is I. Small time lady you're hiding on the internet, and I'm back. I am also tired. It's after 1 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock. It's starting to rain out. I want to be in my bed, but I just got done baking because load shedding, right? I am on the internet today because we need to talk about the biracial couplings. The biracial couplings are fighting, honey. The biracial couplings are going through it. Metthew and Sonia Booth, who I just don't feel is a legend. This legendary status that everybody wants to assign him has everything to do with the fact that he's white. He's a mediocre soccer player at best, and I don't even watch soccer like that, right? Everybody wants to assign him this thing. I don't get it. He didn't even have a long enough career. Like, he played, what, 2009 to 2011. We don't have any bops. Are we saying Booth in the 18th area? No, we're fucking not. So let's get that out the way. Sonia Booth woke up this morning and decided that she needs to let the world know that her husband, Metthew Booth, is in fact Matosi. And Matosi is out there on some bullshit. Okay, Matosi is having a full-fledged relationship since Valentine's Day, the 14th, or at least that's probably when she learned of it, with somebody that he has a work relationship with, a lady by the name of Bongani Mola. She's also married to a much older white man. Oh, scandalous. Anyway, she gives us accounts of what has transpired, how she learned of this. Listen, there's a cheesecake. I feel so bad. That cheesecake do look good. I'm not gonna lie. The cheesecake look good. It's a baked cheesecake as opposed to a fridge-staged cheesecake, okay? I mean, that cheesecake could give mine a run for its money. I looked at it. I'm like, that Metthew is really putting game on that hand, hey? Cream cheese is very expensive, you know? But anyway, back to this. She lets us know that she hired a PI at some point, and there's evidence and pictures and stuff. At some point, they used her car to facilitate said affair, that they were away for a weekend in Polokwane, and so she got the tracker to see all of that activity of what is happening because the car belongs to her. She literally gives us a blow-by-blow, details all of this, meets up with this woman's husband. He's a much older white man who seems to be done with it. Like, he just seems to look at her like she be cheating a little. Like, Bongani cheats a bit. Like, that's the vibe that white man is giving me. That, or they are in, allegedly, or they are in some kind of open relationship or an arrangement because he's old and he understands that she has needs antiyazi, yella, I don't know. But something is just, apa, like, oh, what is this? But anyway, she meets up with him, they have coffee, and she explains that she's gonna need her Metthew on the eve of their son's birthday or the morning of their son Nate's birthday, bakes a cheesecake, right? They saw the ingredients for the cheesecake in the fridge and everybody got excited because I suppose they all know he makes a mean cheesecake at this point. That's his thing. That's his little shtick. That's the thing about men, right? Very fucking predictable. They try one little thing with one bitch and then they're like, oh, bitches love this. Not a one bitch like that. And then they want to go and do it with everybody, right? It's like, oh, when I whip up my cheesecake recipe, I really get the girls going. Like, shut up, Matosi. Like, anyway, the point is, everybody's excited. Metthew has the whole house smelling all homely and bakely, and then leaves with the entire thing because an idiot. And then the kids and mom go down to look for cheesecake and not a fucking cheesecake inside. You want to know why? It's gone over to Bongani and Klaus's house, right? She's gone to put game on that woman using some fucking cream cheese. And Sonia meets up with the husband of this person and she's like, I'm gonna need my Tupperware back because I don't know what this girl is gonna do to me. So allegedly, so she goes over there, she records her entire meet going there. They've now transferred the little bit of cheesecake that was left to a separate tub, and they're giving her back a container. This is Klaus and the helper. Klaus is the husband to Bongani. I'll keep reminding you who that is because honestly, he's such a non-motherfucking factor. And then she heads on back home, and then she's posting the entire day. She's giving us a blow by blow by blow by blow, telling us that Metthew has had to dip into his kids' college funds for a couple of years now, trying to keep up the image of having monies that they don't have like that. You know, like Bongani actually just needs to stay with her old rich white man because the one she's after is, you know, just white with all the, like, without all the other stuff. You know, he's not as old, but he's also definitely not as wealthy. He's just white. And mediocre at best. She didn't say that part. I added that allegedly. So my entire thing is, Sonia, for what? Because I said, oh fucking God, girl, if you go back to this man, this would all have been for fucking naught. For what? This is the thing that you girlies do. You know me, I love to use a trending topic for us to have a broader conversation. You guys do this. You learn things about your significant others, and then before you've given yourself enough time to really process what your feelings are, what the next move is. I'm not saying that's what Sonia's doing. It seems like she's known for a while, and maybe now is when she's like, this is actually done. I'm done with this. My toast, that's enough. I mean, you know, but you guys do this, and then you put your business on Front Street like that, and then we, the people who love you, women, do this. Just literally develop a hatred for that man overnight. Just like that. And then a month down the line, you decide you want your hubby back. And then you forgive him and you want us just as quickly to be like, that's done. They're back together now. Whoop whoop. And then be happy with you and for you. Please stop doing that. Stop it. Stop. Like, I'm not telling you how to heal. I understand like healing and grieving is different for everybody, but you guys do this too much. It's like, why put that out there? Because now every time we see you, we're just gonna see the story. Because if Sonia stays with Booth, girl, that's gonna be embarrassing. By the way, I think that either the Marla marriage, I think that marriage is gonna be fine. I think they know. I think the Marlas are just like, yeah, we outside like that, but we don't want to tell people because then it's weird, right? But I really think this is going on there. The other thing I'd like to delve into regarding this particular topic is that of this, it's not as like prevalent in South Africa as yet, but I exist online in certain spaces a lot, and there's been all of this encouraging of black women to date outside of their race and how they get better treatment outside of their lives. Look at what Matosi has done to one Sonia. Matinasi has fucked up the thing. Do you guys see what has happened here? So no, the white men will not treat you better. I'm not saying stick to black men because, well, that's the brand of dribble you're used to. Just because you're going to get dribbled regardless. Maybe you want to try. Like, you want to feel what it's like to be dribbled by a Metthew. I don't know, but dribbled you will be. Like, that's one thing you will know. The grass is not green on the other side. Know the white women. It's like, outside of the white women, the black women who date outside of the race, do people actually sit down and have conversations with people? Do they just draw assumptions based on, I don't know what? Like, yeah, they must be getting treated better. Based on what? Like, have you asked Sonia what do you experience? Like, what is your experience that side been? This woman is talking about how she got the shock of her life when she sat down with the banker and learned that her husband has been dipping into the children's fund for their college and stuff. No doubt to buy cream cheese, because that shit is expensive. That shit will run up the bill. I know that's what the fuck he was getting. Cream cheese to bake cheesecake to impress these hoes. That is what Martinez has been doing with this woman's money. Okay. Got all up in Sonia's home. Do you guys know that when you buy electricity for 500 rands, you get 250 units? Went up in Sonia's home, used up her fucking units, baked a cheesecake for that Bongani girl. You for real? With Sonia's units? You mad? Are you okay? Dumb as fuck. You guys, let's talk about how men are stupid for a second. You guys know I'm always game for that. Men are dumb. How are you even gonna cheat like that? You really gonna have the whole house smelling of cheesecake and then not a crumb in sight and nobody's gonna ask questions? You're right in the head. Well, you're obviously not, but like, you're right. It's like, guys, women cheat. Mahler probably had no, if they don't have an arrangement already, that white man probably had no idea that Bongani was really outside doing what she was doing. Do you wanna know why? She was not a sloppy. You all are sloppy and stupid. That's your main problem. But I guess you can be sloppy and stupid because these girls aren't going to leave. What reason, what incentive do you have to try and cover your tracks and not be so blatantly disrespectful with your cheating? Because it's disrespectful regardless, right? But so careless and just so, ugh. They do it because they know your ass ain't going nowhere. Just in case you're wondering, Moyang, that's why they do what they do, if you've been wondering. Anyway, I hope Sonia doesn't go back. I hope you all see now that all men are just going to be the same across the board. Nothing is going to change. Booth is not a legend to me. And I'm not even a soccer girl like that. I just feel like we're stretching it. I feel like this is where we create that room where, you know how biracial people always want to claim blackness because they are very aware that in black spaces they'll be elevated because of their otherness, and their otherness always being their proximity to whiteness. This is not a new conversation. Booth only gets to be elevated and celebrated in our space as black people, which is what soccer is. Whether or not people want to have that conversation is none of my business. Simply because he's white and there he is, bald-headed, sticking out like having a whole affair on that beautiful woman. Like, men, guys, men. And they're not gonna stop. Please don't think men are gonna stop cheating on you. Don't do that. I've in recent years have been encouraging any, like, if there are women around me who are going through it and they feel like leaving is just too much a task, just cheat back. Just cheat back. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the people who are like, two wrongs don't make a right. We actually don't know that, right? We should try it to know if that's actually a real thing. I don't think it's real. I think it's made up. Two wrongs could possibly make a right. I mean, right? How do we know unless we try? Right? That's my whole thing. Bye.